What is herpetology? Anyone who's been alive for any amount of time knows that we live in an incredible and amazing world, full of a wide variety of plants and animals that we can enjoy on an almost daily basis. Often it's not hard to stand in awe as we contemplate all of the amazing things around us. While the individual creatures that people may prefer vary about as much as the people that inhabit this world, there is a specific study of a special kind of animal which has intrigued many over the years. Simply put, herpetology is a branch of zoology that focuses on the study of reptiles and amphibians. Amphibians like frogs, salamanders, toads, newts, and others, and reptiles like crocodiles, alligators, turtles, snakes, and lizards. While some think that these are the creepy, crawly creatures of the world, for others of us, these are some of the creatures that we prefer best. Now I know that not everyone's comfortable handling these animals, or interacting with these animals, or observing these animals. However, I can speak from personal testimony that except for specific venomous snakes or very large reptiles, a lot of these creatures are much easier to find and interact with than birds or mammals, and they can actually be a lot safer than a lot of mammals. Once a person knows how to interact with these different creatures, they're really nothing to be afraid of, and each possesses its own beauty, its own specific defining characteristics, and while they are individuals that may all have their own personalities, often just based on the kind of animal it is, you can already determine many things about them. As a boy, a lot of my summers were spent out in the woods, lakes, swamps, and streams, out in the fields, just out in creation. And one of my favorite hobbies was always rolling over logs or rocks, snooping around and seeing what I could find. Besides the insects that were often readily available, a wide variety of herps was all over the place. So I grew up handling snakes and frogs and other creatures, and it's been a fascination of mine that has lasted me long into my adult life. Thankfully, my parents were supportive and allowed me this hands-on education in these creatures. Personally, a lot of my education understanding is self-taught. It doesn't come from a classroom, but it comes from living out in the world, interacting with these amazing creatures in creation, and appreciating and getting to know them on a personal level. It's a skill and an understanding that I can now pass on to my children, and even my wife has become quite fond of a lot of these creatures that many people detest or even fear. For me, I appreciate all the animals that God created and everything that you can find out there in the world. Some are better to keep a farther distance from, but as you look at these photos and this video that I've recorded, you get a small taste for the wide variety of reptiles and amphibians that exist just in places like Wisconsin or Arkansas. All around the world, there are so many more species with so many more characteristics, personalities, colorations, and sizes. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and here's the proof. If you'd like more, check out my official blog, steemit.com/@papa-pepper. Papa out.